Hey, you already know who it is. It is DubloH, and I'm freezing. We have some Forspoken, everything you need to know before the game drops. Get into it. So yeah, this is a 5-minute video for Forspoken, everything you need to know before the game drops.
Forspoken remains something of an unknown quantity. It's a big budget AAA game from Square Enix with a huge scale
David
of
Amati.
visuals and fluid traversal that sets it apart in the open world
Traversal does look amazing in this game.
It also promises a unique setting and story that sets it apart from most fantasy games. Here is everything you need to know about Forspoken.
1080.
Probably the most immediate element that distinguishes Forspoken from other fantasy games
Plot
is
and
its
setting.
story, or most notably, its main character. Forspoken puts you into the shoes of Frey Holland, a woman from modern-day New York City whose only family is a cat named Homer. Now, Frey grew up an orphan on the streets of Hell's Kitchen and is used to running away from the law fast. She's also someone who may have hit a point of no return, both internally and with the New York legal system. However, Frey soon finds herself transported to the world of Athia, a fantastical world filled with magic, dragons, and mythical landscapes. Frey also discovers,
like, man, even if this game is ass, like, combat wise, the fucking visuals is amazing. I just feel like just visuals and traversal gonna hold this game down. That's what's gonna be everybody, like, that's gonna be the main bread and butter. That's the main bread and butter that you finna see. That's gonna be perfect in everybody's reviews of this game. It's gonna be great visually stunning, and it's gonna be the traversal is amazing, like, because the ways that you can move around is so fucking nice.
Athia, she has magical powers and, even more uniquely, has the ability to resist the break, a magical storm that most in Athia cannot survive. Her ability puts her at odds with political elements of this fantasy world, like the Council of Athia and the Tantis, former just and fair rulers of Athia who may or may not have been corrupted by the break to become the reviled magical sorcerers they appear to be by the time Frey encounters them. Frey's insecurities continue to push her to refuse anyone's help or to help anyone herself as she sets out to try to escape Athia on her own. The citizens of Athia don't exactly trust her either, with xenophobia towards Frey's outsider status being a regular issue that she'll face. All in all, the game is described,
I don't think it's because she's an outsider.
Forspoken is an open-world third-person action-adventure game and brings with it the trappings of the genre.
Gameplay.
You'll explore the map of Athia by completing missions, side quests, and more as you advance the game's story. However, the biggest selling point of Forspoken's gameplay is centered squarely on how you'll get around Athia, the traversal mechanics. Forspoken's movement has been favorably compared to Insomniac's Spider-Man game, which itself was highly praised for the web-slinger's movement. Frey will be given numerous magical parkour abilities such as pushing off the ground, scaling walls, and moving around like a professional skater. It's all made to feel incredibly intuitive and fluid, and while requiring finesse, the mechanics will allow for getting around the map with both ease and satisfaction. You'll also be given a chance to upgrade your magical parkour. Similarly, in combat, the game gives Frey several magical abilities, each depicted by different colors.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on a wheel at a time. Okay, and then you can open up your full spell list. So this is just like, so your immediate hotbar, your L2 button, your main, like, so this is your okay, hold on. So this is your ranged ability, your fast, like, just, you could equip either one on this one. Yeah, I believe this is all, like, this is how I would do it. Put this as all of your fucking put this as all of your ranged abilities. This would be all your melee abilities, and then here go your ultimate. So you got 3 on the immediate hotbar. You hold the L2 if you want to switch the left power, then you hold the R2 if you want to switch the right power, and then if you hit one of the buttons while you're in the L2, you can swap these out for other things too. It's not bad.
Elements. You'll have range spells from a standard projectile,
And the colors
shot
is
or
different elements too.
to rapid fire. You'll also get more physical spells.
The fucking
like shield,
bit rate on a video
combos.
ugly.
Combat also meshes with the parkour mechanics, enabling you to leap and run.
Yeah, pulse dart. That was the R2. So you can just swap them in and out. You could just swap any two powers. Okay, that's not bad. But I would have had it melee and ranged, and then we just swap them out like that. Not now. Fuck out my way. So yeah, you could just, so that entire wheel, that was all the powers, all 8 of those powers you could swap out in between these two. And then if you want more powers that you got, like if you want to go through your entire power list, you hit the, basically on the PlayStation, it'll be the touchpad. You'll hit the touchpad and then it'll let you see your entire power list, and you can swap out the wheel, the power wheel
around the battlefield with kinetic energy. Magic is upgraded by exploring the open world, collecting mana, and finding equipment that upgrades your skills.
Like the fucking abilities look great.
Cloaks, necklaces, and even nail polish affect Frey's abilities, with these being explored.
Nail polish. Oh. So it's just the upgrades that you get for the character. So she get different nail polishes as her fucking customization options, her cloak, clothing, and shit like that. That's dope.
Explained in lore as printed patterns that affect magical powers. Around the world, you'll have,
and all of them gonna give you buffs, debuffs, and shit like that. Okay, that's cool.
Break storms, which release waves of demonic
she got her ass picked up.
And which will end once you defeat a boss-style monster. Developer Luminous Productions has stated that Forspoken
multiplayer and DLC
only experience, so you won't get to see double Homer the cat, sadly.
That's fine.
However, publisher Square Enix has announced the game's first substantial DLC, a prequel expansion called Entanta We Trust.
Okay,
the DLC will
it's not bad.
On the backstory of the game's mysterious Tantus, former rulers of and now matriarchal sorceresses in Athia, and who appear to be the main campaign's primary villains. For now, Forspoken is a PS5 console exclusive and coming to PC, so sorry, Xbox and Switch players. However, the fine print on the trailer states that it will only be so for about 2 years, because I guess we're still doing the whole timed exclusive thing. So if you're feeling hopeful and patient,
if anybody thought they wasn't finna do a timed exclusive on this, they was sleeping. I'm really just hoping that this come out decent. I have high hopes for this game because I want to see this game do good.
Before you buy the game, there is a demo available to play on the PlayStation Store, so you can check it out before you put your money down. If you just want the game itself, it's being released in physical and digital standard editions for $69.99. Physical edition is available for pre-order at all of the typical retailers like Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, and Target, as well as the Square Enix store. If you pre-ordered the digital standard edition on the PlayStation Store, you'll also be given some unique gear and items for the start of the game, though these items may be available for purchase in-game later on. However, if you want everything Square Enix offers, you can purchase the Digital Deluxe Edition for $94.99.
Not at all.
The Deluxe Edition includes a digital mini art book,
$95 for the Digital Deluxe Edition. Y'all smoking dope.
A digital mini soundtrack, the prequel DLC Entanta We Trust, which will come with early access, and a rare resource kit in the game. Further, the same pre-order bonus items as the digital standard edition are available if you pre-order the deluxe edition. Well, that's everything we have about the upcoming Forspoken. While the game and Frey herself have a lot to prove, it may just find it lives up to the challenge.
Only reason this game really has to prove itself is because Square Enix and the actual developers of this, well, Square Enix has been showing none of this game at all. Like, they have been completely silent, and it's just been everybody's scared of this game now. Like, honestly, it looks decent. The fucking and then with the demo that they got out, that shit was performing terribly. So all I can say is that this game will it's all gonna boil down to how the combat goes down, how the combat is, the story, the actual plot. Just make sure that that shit's not lazy, please. And it's gonna come down to how good is it gonna run. Like, if it's gonna be as, I mean, it just gotta, it can't run like no goddamn potato game. But this game still does have potential. I've been saying that since it dropped. This shit's been having potential for the longest. And if you haven't made it this far, I just want to thank you for fucking with me. My name is DubloH, and I am out. Yes, sir.
Hold on, baby, hit the pause, gone, do you dance on it? Bust it down, baby, let me see, spread them legs, let me see what you got. Do your job, I got a check for you. Throw a couple bands, put in work, I got some more for you. Slow it down for me, drop it down, go get wild for me, smile for me, bend it over, go and touch your toes for me. Pause for me, get the can, baby, do a show for me. All money, if you clean it good, I got a note for you.